Alrighty, hello there, every folks. So just a quick thing here. So here, let's see if we can get a decent picture. Apparently not. Anyway, recently I was going through and repairing a pile of PSPs to go and resell, and well, there was one that was kind of interesting in here, namely that it was one of the old chunky models, one of the old fat models with the big old like chunky bits on the side here. And I apologize for the crappy picture quality. I mean, this camera is exactly showing off its $20 thing here, but there's a question that I've seen come up a decent bit, and that's actually in regards to well, the install data for Tactics Ogre. Basically, some have mentioned in the past that it's like, well, this the entire purpose of the install thing was to was more or less to deal with old-timey ones having a bunch of weird install issues. And hi there, yes, this is taped to the top of a Lysol can. Any dang ways. So, alright. So, basically the question was, without data install, what exactly does this end up looking like? So, let's go ahead and load up a One Vision here, a One Vision save here. And yeah, this quality is atrocious. Hi there, camera. Alright, let's see if we can pull this up a little bit. Slightly better. Yeah, this quality is trash. But yeah, for anyone wondering, to probably briefly sum this up, this 100% does not really change anything load-wise. This thing has half the RAM of the other ones, and the install data still doesn't matter. Some folks did mention, though, that apparently it's specifically the UMD ones that had that issue. So, as a result, I've actually found a really cheap... like you can see, all the load times are still basically instant. So I've actually gone ahead and found a cheap UMD off of eBay. So we'll just go ahead and test that out, and probably end up fixing it up, combining it with a box, and selling it that way. But God, this quality is awful. Though I have to say, these chunky ones really do feel good in the hands. I was a little bit surprised, though this one does have kind of like a funky thing with the door that I still have to fix here, but at least it came with a few free games, so, you know, that's nice. Any dang ways, I guess to kind of answer the other question that's come up recently in the comments in regards to that Battlefront 2 mod, wondering how exactly it runs on a PSP, specifically how it runs with all of the AIs turned up. Let's just do that as a bit of an extra here. Because I was curious about this myself, so I figure, yeah, let's get the worst PSP. For anyone wondering, apparently the slim PSPs, like this one over here, that I still have to get a replacement screen for, because the one that came in has, like, janky ribbons on it for some reason. But, for anyone wondering, yeah, this one has 16, that one has 32 for RAM. Just go ahead and load whatever. Probably turn down, actually, I don't know if the music is even possible to come through. I can't even like read anything on the camera here, so that's a good sign for quality. Anyway, let's go ahead and launch a random thing. I'm actually a little bit surprised given the really limited RAM of this thing. Its actual load times have been surprisingly better than the Vita, so that's unexpected. Like, for the longest time, I've been kind of bouncing back and forth over whether or not to go back to a PSP or not, because for some reason these things always seem faster. But any dang ways, so there we go. Runs normally as it would on, you know, without any crazy AIs. But if we go ahead and switch this over to the console, go ahead and switch it to 32 AIs and see how that goes. Just trust me, in that soup of grossness and Lysol can, there's the things happening. So, there we go. Let's pull up the map. Hopefully you can you can't see the map at all. What's that going to show? Yeah, on the map you can see all 32 of them spawning in, and it starts to chug. So it still technically runs, doesn't like crash or whatever, but good luck hitting Jack on this, but it sure looks epic as hell. It's like a billion dudes come through here as the controls just stop responding entirely. On the plus side, though, if you switch it over to 16, it actually does still work normally. So you can have more than the game normally allows. You know, it's just kind of there. So to wrap up, yeah, the when it comes to load times on the old PSP Fat, as it's called, you absolutely can make it work. But yeah. of course you can make it work. But for Tactics Ogre, yeah, it's pretty much the same for the Battlefront mod. And bear in mind, that was Tactics Ogre with one vision. Not that it really makes any difference load time-wise, but just for the hell of it. And, yeah, that's about that. So, I guess that about shows that, yeah, even these old chunky models feel pretty good. You know, I like this. Truth be told, I was expecting to just fix this one up and sell it, because that's kind of been the thing lately. But this one does really feel good. I mean, I'm still going to have to sell it. It is kind of obligatory at this point, but still, I don't know. They, like, on a practical level, if we're comparing this with a Vita, it's like, it's basically slightly heavier and chunkier, but just the profile feels good, and I don't know why. I think it's just the meatier buttons. I mean, the slims are always going to just feel amazing, but yeah. If you were ever curious what they look like inside, they look a little bit like such, like a bit of a skeleton type situation. And then they look spooky. But yeah. Yeah, reassembling these things can be a little bit finicky. But yeah, that's about that. You guys have a good one. I hope this was useful for at least somebody out there. I can't imagine it would be normally, but, you know, it is what it is. And, well, you have yourselves a good one. Take care.